All right. Chat should be able to hear us, so stop saying all those words, Nari.
I can.
Shit
Chad.
nuts.
If we ever do make shorts, that will be the first one. It will be. It has to be. It can be no other.
Your
All
ducks.
right. Yes. Yes. Of course. So, let's see. When last we left our heroes, Nate the Human Ranger, Gobs the Kinku Warlock, Othokent the Lizardfolk Life Domain Cleric, and Talah the Half-Orc Druid, and Abraham the Human Wizard. Our friends started to deal with the fallout from Katarina's escape from the town of Heelbrim, as well as dealing with the fallout from finding Talah's previously thought to be dead brother. After dealing with the emotions of that, we also had a surprise new addition to the group as the dragon egg that our beloved dirty old wizard had been carrying began to hatch. Abraham and Talah worked together to deal with that situation to make sure that the hatching and birthing process of our new baby dragon was as simple and calm and issue free as possible. They also discovered the nature of the dragon and its deathly necrotic desiccation breath that it can spray. And our dearest, as I'm going to try to say this right, so correct me if I'm wrong, Abraham, as Maria Lilandra Marsol,
Yes.
or Marisol, was
Marisol.
born. Did I get it mostly right?
Yes.
Yay, I can read. After doing so, and getting her all cleaned up and settled in, some of our crew went into the town to try to find some information on some of the exotic materials that they are looking for. Upon getting into one of the more rough and tumble taverns, they found a group of dwarves and miners and a gnome. And after some conversation, discovered the gnome did have some information, having been previously an exotic metals smuggler and doing time in the city of Gilgamesh. And he knew that these legendary items that are children's stories to the rest do actually exist in some way, shape, or form, but they are very hard to find, especially in the last 50 years since the dome was changed to no longer allow portals to other realms. The other mocked our group, which caused our grumpy old wizard to become grumpy old wizard and do grumpy old wizard things. Talah got punched in the boob, but took it rather well and was able to calm things down and get some leads on the information. Upon returning back to the group, they did find poor Nate trying to catch Gobs, who was running around with the dragon under her arm, squeezing her and making her bellow that deadly necrotic breath nastiness at whatever she thought would be hilarious. Both Gobs and the baby dragon were having the time of their lives doing so. So Crazy Auntie Gobs is now Lily's favorite. But that's where we're going to go ahead and pick up this week. So you guys have come back to the clearing. The group is all back together. And what would you guys like to do?
Did Nate
Gobs?
ever catch Gobs?
No.
Help.
Gobs put down Asmaria.
She's just having fun. Besides, she needs to flex that muscle. Don't you, little one?
We tried to remove evidence of her being here.
Abe, you have more authority over Gobs. Please help.
Gobs, it's not nice to squeeze a living creature to produce a result. What would you like if I squeezed you to make you do something? You already have somebody inside you that's been experimented on. Why don't you be nice to living creatures?
Right. I sort of just
Especially babies.
take her out from under the arm.
She's very giggly and happy, and as soon as you put her down, though, she's heard Abraham's voice, she immediately does that kind of hop fly as she's still trying to get the hang of attempting to fly, and does that hop fly and gets over to Abraham.
I catch her and as she jumps towards me, and sorry, I was distracted again. She jumps towards me. I was catch her and like let her kind of like flop against like and like drape her on me as she will. And if she scampers off, she scampers off. I'm just like letting her run over my shoulders and around me and flop and be whatever.
Excellent. So she does that. She's a little worn out, so she's probably gonna be
Drape.
sleepy dragon. Yep.
And if she starts sleeping, then I'm gonna just gather her up and put her in the sling.
Sling time.
Yeah, so it's less bright, translucent, shiny, yellow glass. Very visible.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, move on.
Okay.
So, what did you guys find out?
Dwarves are rude.
Especially when Abe goes full crazy on them.
You thought that was full crazy. You have never seen apes full crazy.
You
I
have?
don't think any of us have, to be honest.
I am his primary physician. Of course I have.
Right.
Well, alright then. Either way, we found out quite a few things. Mostly that if Abe pulls what he did with those dwarves in the city of Gilgamesh, he will draw attention to himself that he does not want to have.
Somebody else should speak for the group, not me.
Yes. I vote our very high vocabulary doctor.
When the situation calls for it, maybe Talah could help.
As much as as much as I do appreciate being the front runner for speaking for people, if they are at least partially educated in places like Gilgamesh, most people will not take kindly to my existence.
Oh.
People have a tendency to look at your race, especially with the reputation list folk tend to have.
Right.
Wait, were they giving you shit in there?
Let's just say some of the villages I traveled through hunted me with not reveration for my skills, but more as a get out of my town, you cannibal.
Right.
Ah. But no one in this town have been giving you shit recently,
Well,
right?
no one in this town has. Though they seem to be a very varied folk, so that's nice.
All right.
Well, from what we gathered from the materials, though, true gold comes from heaven. Aurum from the plane of air, which is basically metal from a cloud, is what they said. Soul steel comes from the shadow fell, but Marbon has some, which is the corpse singer in the city of Gilgamesh. And that the other person that we should watch out for, though, is called Lupa, who runs the Black Dragon district in the city. If they
So
catch word of this, we're in trouble.
so real quick, any of you, all of you can actually do this. Can give history checks to recognize names.
All right.
And based off of where you're from and your background determines your DC. Okay.
There you go. Wow.
Okay.
Starting strong.
Here's history.
Okay.
I'm getting down
Everybody?
with this sickness.
Yes, everybody.
Wow.
That's all right. Keep getting distracted.
Everybody.
That's okay. Appropriate.
Somebody's looking at my bio.
Am I?
Tab is
Yeah,
open.
that's why he couldn't click history. It's your fault.
Kitty and bio.
All right. So,
Fuck you, Nexus.
Talah,
Yeah.
you would have heard of Marbon. Just in general studies. In school, you would know that He is the person that rules the necromancy ward of the city of Gilgamesh, which is where all of the religious, or most of the religious activity happens in the city. That's where the various different god shrines are, where all the graves are, where the mausoleums are, things like that. Othokent. You would know those same things, but you would also know that his existence has definitely caused tension in the religious community. It's been highly suspected that he's tampering with something, and you would have known in your brief studies that the priests and clerics of the Raven Queen really don't like him, like at all. So you would know that, and with the nature of you being a somewhat underground doctor out in Neap, you know that some of the supplies you've gotten in the past, because you've had to go through not exactly the most legitimate sources, you know that some of those people have worked for Lupa. So you would have known that. You know that she deals in any type of good where profit can be made, at least vaguely. Gobs, you would have heard of Lupa in your work in the past. You know that she is very profit driven because she's the head of a smuggling syndicate. And you've dealt with pirates and different thugs and different stuff. Some of them have codes. There's certain things they won't deal in, things like that. There's no such thing as something she won't deal in if there's profit. She is not underhanded though. It's like, hey, Lupa said she'd give us this for it. She'll give us this for it, right? The deal is the deal. She may not offer a good deal, but if you take her deal, you will get what she offers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Pip, you're like, wow, it sounds like somebody sneezed when they came up with those names. Abraham, you would know that the capital city is divided into districts. One of the larger districts as a whole is the Dragon District, and each ancient dragon of their respective type kind of has their own neighborhood. The Black Dragon District does have a bad reputation. The other thing you would know is Marbon is very well known in the arcane communities. He is known as an incredibly powerful lich. And he's the one who killed the ancient red dragon, right? So anybody that can take that out as easily as they say he took it out and then raise it as a necro dragon, as a lich dragon, or whatever they call it, a Dracolich, that's the word I was looking for, and have it fully dominated under his control, that is a serious customer to deal with. So that's the information you would know just by those names.
Oh, and then
Alright.
there's adamantine in the Mountains of Winter.
Well, all right.
Well, I guess that gives us a lot of places to go then.
Mm-hmm. Most of it is in the city then, though.
Well, if we go to the mountains, isn't that also the problem for him? Points at Nate.
Why?
The winter thing.
Well,
Isn't it there?
yeah, but isn't he in the Feyland?
Wouldn't his part of the Fey realm be closely connected to, well, Mountains of Winter?
Maybe.
Though, I thought portals weren't a thing anymore in the dome, right?
Just
So
to
what
be
if he's stuck
clear,
here?
on that, you were in the Fey realm when you got thawed. It's natural portals to the Fey realm and the Shadow realm still work because that's
Right, okay.
the natural connective tissue to the planes. It's forcing open your own portal to wherever you want to go that doesn't work.
Okay.
There's some stuff there that I want you guys to discover, but
Fair
I will
enough.
tell you, because you obviously you were able to walk back into Neap because there's a natural opening to the Fey realm in Neap. Your interaction with the Heart of Winter happened because you guys were on the north side of the Forest of the Lost, which borders the Great Snow Cap, right, the far north, and the his realm and the material plane. There's a very thin layer between them there, so he was able to pass through. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Artificial portals, no. Natural portals to Shadow Realm, Fey Realm, work. But those are few and far between.
All right.
So, the city then.
It would seem so.
That is where it tried to lure Carrie, though.
I mean, I feel we are. Well, I would guess we would be at least a little safer inside the city than middle of nowhere in certain cases.
We would have
Yeah.
more options.
Also, much more of a crowd to blend in with.
At the very least, we're gonna be a few days late.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can always hope that he's been looking for us, not found us, and has moved on.
Ha.
I doubt that he's moved on. Though he might look in a different direction for us.
Yes, that's what I meant, that he has gone to a different place upon not finding us there.
Oh.
I do worry he's going home to our place.
Yeah,
Talah.
Then he picks east instead of west. Yeah.
I mean, we can wonder about what kind of movements he's taking all day, but in reality, the only way we'd know if we could scry on him, and I don't know him well enough, and I don't scry.
Neither do I.
Besides, knowing our luck, he'd probably see it and know where we are by that margin. You know, just a feeling.
Let's be honest, the only thing we can control is what we do next. So
Indeed.
let's focus on that. Where are we going?
To the big city.
All right.
Nate, did you finish what you wanted to do with the paper?
Oh, almost. I got a bit distracted.
Right.
Just give me 2 minutes and I'll be done.
All right. Cops, why did you even pick up Leandra? Start squeezing her?
You will have to ask the voices in my head. They told me it was a good idea.
The irony with that being is that it was probably Lily in his head, or in her head, telling her, because she's a psychic dragon.
Yeah.
Pick me up, squeeze!
Uppies.
Peas.
Help me burp,
Oh, hang on a
please,
second, let's
is
trigger
what
some
she
people.
said.
Uppsala.
No. No.
Whatever she might have said, I don't think Gobs understands. Gobs understands common and goblin.
Yeah, but
She can speak common. She just
Swedish
wasn't at
town
first.
means father,
Aw.
and dusk is mother.
So we're going to the city.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are going to leave Hilbram and start walking down the road.
There is no river boat available. Yes? No?
Have you guys checked?
That was going to be something I was going to check on. It's like, how are we getting there?
Gotcha.
So, river would be the fastest way. So if we're looking at speed, but it also is probably going to be watched. Very easy to watch, too.
Mm-hmm.
So either we travel on road or by river.
Either way, we are bringing our horses, right?
I mean, we might as well.
I mean, what else are we supposed to do with them? Butcher them for meat?
No.
No.
Don't let no. Where are they? Are they anywhere near?
Not at the moment.
It's-
They're over in the
Oh, shoot.
stables.
The cobbler didn't hear you.
I swear I will butcher that one.
No,
you will not.
you will not.
You're not going to butcher my horses.
I'll pay you.
I do not care.
And
Unless it's a
then
life or
there's-
death situation.
given that life or death situation, as much as I hate to say it, I'm not gonna be able to fix up this place enough to mask anything that happened here. Thank you, Gobs.
I'll take care of it.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna fireball it?
he's gonna burn it down. You know he's going to.
Even though he is, remember that the ashes of the old shall lead way for the new.
It's either that or we wait a day and I kill it all.
Ashes have nutrients.
Mm.
Let's look at the positives.
That it
All right.
does.
I'm really trying to.
I'm helping.
Okay. After that thunder step, I have 2 fireballs left. Is one enough?
It'd probably take both of them and a little bit of encouragement to burn outside their normal area.
Well, I have plenty of firebolt to spend, seeing how that's infinite.
Tala's gonna
So I
make
can
sure
touch,
she
so
is.
if can one fireball do it with some touch up, or 2 fireball and touch up?
It,
are we looking at?
I mean, like the entire clearing got expanded by 8,000%.
Hey, everybody get out of the way.
Tala's gonna do more than get out of the way. She's gonna make sure she's not close enough to even witness this.
I'm going to
while-
send my drone up. Go ahead, Nate.
While you're doing that, I just have a short delivery to do. I'll be right back.
All right. Otho, you want to say something?
I was just about to say, if you need any help, Abraham, I do know how to produce flame like a druid can.
Oh,
I'm gonna follow
how
Nate.
limited is that? What are you talking about?
I am going to link it. That did not
Produce
link
flame.
it. That links it.
Flickering flame in your hand.
Are you attempting to stealthily follow Nate?
Nope. Just very obviously catch up to him and
Is that
walk
kinda like
next to him.
shape? Oh, you make a flame. It's not shape. For me, I was thinking of a shape flame.
It's kind of like a firebolt, but I can use it as a torch.
Nice. Well, that's
So, yeah, as our pyromaniacs are doing their thing, Nate, as you start to walk into town, you do notice Talah is following you.
I was gonna catch up and then walk next to him.
Oh, yeah, so she skips up and is now walking next to you.
I nuke the forest and I hit fireball, work with an Otho, and my main goal is to destroy the area and contain the damage in respect to Talah's wishes, that it doesn't spread beyond that. My efforts will be assisted with shape water as needed.
Yep, you're able to do so. Not a problem.
All right, I'm done.
Thank you.
Okay, so Nate, you and Talah are walking into town. Where are you headed?
Yeah, bud.
So, Tyler, you could really just stay with the others. There's no need for you to come along.
Um. Oh, okay.
I,
Something wrong?
I mean, you can. It's just ah, I don't I don't know. Everything is just weird and wrong. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know. You can come along, I guess.
Well,
And Nate is just heading over to where Atis is currently at. I don't know if he's working or at home.
I mean, considering you guys had just came from his home and that's where he was, you are headed back to Atisa's house.
Yep.
so when we basically reach their yard, I'll stay outside and just let Pip go to the door alone. I'll
Okay.
give him that space because I'm noticing that he wants that. So
All right. Yeah, and you're able to get there just fine. So Tala, you kind of stay up the dirt driveway by the road.
yes.
And Nate, you're there. I assume you're approaching the door.
Yep.
Okay. You successfully make it to the door.
And take some deep breaths and knock on the door.
Okay. A moment or two comes by, and Atiz himself opens the door. Oh, Pip, what? Is everything okay?
Yes, I think so. Um, you know, I I don't know how to say this. I am sorry for maybe going a bit overboard. Um, in any case, I do hope that that you mean what you've said and try to become a better person, at least for your wife and child here.
Well,
And Nate is gonna hand him a small stack of papers.
what are these?
Oh, it's just some some schematics for some stuff I made a lot with my mom. I thought they'd be useful for you. There's this one here is for rocking horse, and this one is for a small tricycle, and this is a small wagon for it, um, and yeah, and just such small toys and stuff.
Well, that's very kind of you. I don't think anybody this side of of the city will have the kind of talent your mom had when it comes to this, and I appreciate the apology, but obviously from talking and starting to understand things, I deserved it. You probably deserved worse, right? But I appreciate it. And
I
Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into that whole argument again. I am still not entirely uh, cleared up in my mind about all of it.
That's
Um,
understandable,
but
but I'll say this: Tala always wanted to run and go and see everything, and it does make me feel better knowing that she's got someone as reliable as you versus somebody like me, keeping an eye out for her and helping her around. But just know, regardless, this doorstep's always open to any of you. You know,
I appreciate that.
who knows? Maybe
Um,
maybe I'll scratch up some funds and see what it would cost to maybe anonymously through the general store get one of your mother's rocking horses sent over here. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
So, if you look in the corner of all the schematics, I put down my family's contact information. I'm sure
Okay.
we can get something done for you
Well,
discreetly.
I appreciate that. Is there anything else we can do to help you guys out? Do you enough sandwiches? You need it? You need any money? I know traveling's expensive. Here.
No,
And he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out and he's like, it's all I really have on me, and he puts it in your hand and it's like 2 silver and some copper.
Oh.
Yeah, I know
Nate,
it's not much, but
is-
it'll help, right? Now, I won't hear any arguments,
Sure.
Nate. I know you don't like borrowing stuff. It's not a borrowing.
No.
I owe it to you. Okay? I
Yeah,
owe it to you
well,
and Talah. So
that's,
just take it. It'll make, if nothing else, it'll make her feel better by knowing that it made me feel better, because that's just how she is.
Yeah. Well, okay, thank you, Aziz. And Nate is just gonna pocket 10 gold into his pockets.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, Pip.
if you need anything, just send me a letter. I'll do whatever I can.
Yeah, of
Keep her
course.
safe, okay? And also let her keep you safe. She's been trying to keep me out of trouble my whole life, and I didn't listen. So you listen to her, okay? She's the smart one. I mean, versus her. Not saying you're dumb. That came out wrong. I think I'm gonna go and get a drink and eat a sandwich, because apparently this isn't. I'm not doing this very well. I'm sorry.
It is fine. We are both very awkward.
I'm realizing that. So, he puts his hand out to shake and then does the kind of hug gesture and then back to. I don't know what to do here.
Let's just shake on it.
Yeah, good hearty shake.
Just do your best.
It's all we can do. It's all we can do.
Yep.
I just hope my best is better than it's been.
You have your responsibilities.
Yep. Well, have a good walk.
Yeah, we are leaving very shortly.
All
I
right.
just wanted to
Well, if she'll accept it, send my love to my sister.
Of course, I will.
All right. I'm gonna close the door now, if that's okay, because I don't know what else to do. And the door slowly
Nate
closes.
Nate awkwardly is like, should he turn around or should he wait for him to close the door? And yeah, okay, and then he leaves.
All right.
I thought Gobx was bad. Holy shit.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do before rejoining the group?
I will ask for my notebook back.
Talah. Yep. Hand her the
So
notebook.
as you're walking back, you do hand the notebook back. As you catch back up to the group, you can see that the fire was very well contained. There's been some water mixed in with some of the hot spots to make sure nothing spreads. But yeah, the exercise yard has been cleaned up, and we'll put it that way.
I don't know whether I can, but can I also make like something sprout a bit to help it get along using Druidcraft, or is that just what's already in the ground that I can make grow?
You could sprout a couple plants and little trees and whatnot. They'd be small sprouts, but you can do about 4 or 5 before you go.
I just want to help it get along to regrow a bit.
Yeah, it does look like how after a forest fire that kind of churns minerals and things back into the ground so that things can grow better.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like it's not an unhealthy scorched spot. It's the ashes are good. Everything should be good. It's not like blighted, salted ground kind of stuff. All right, so I'm assuming at this point you guys are gonna hop on your horses and start riding towards the city of Gilgamesh. Is that correct?
Unless we wanted to find other transportation. Do we want to get there faster or not?
I mean, we might as well see our options before we leave.
Is there any river boats available?
Give me an investigation check.
I'll cast guidance on Abraham.
Why do you whisper that?
Because he always
+8.
whispers when he uses guidance.
So there are several shipping barges that do go up and down the river. Multiples of them were damaged in the escape. There is one that is being loaded with what goods they have to ship downrange, but it's probably not gonna be leaving for 4 or 5 days.
So either we buy our own boat.
4 or 5 days. Estimate distance traveled by land, by boat. Would the boat pass us?
It's going to be very laden down because they're having to overload it a bit versus normal.
Okay,
It's going to be neck and neck on what gets there first.
then let's just go by it.
Like if it was leaving today, it would still be faster, but it's not leaving today
Understood.
I mean,
because it'll probably you'll be about halfway there when it leaves.
we could try and look for a
Whoa,
boat to
whoa,
just
living
buy.
on a prayer.
What did you say, Gobs?
We could look for a boat to maybe buy.
I do not have the funds to buy an entire vessel.
Who says they're very expensive? I don't know how much a boat costs.
From what I recall in Neap, if you want to buy as much as a rowboat, it was like 400 gold pieces.
And also
I
keep
mean,
in
it
mind
is
you would be
possible
needing
to
a
ride
bigger
a
boat
log.
if you're taking the horses with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I mean, I could buy a rowboat with what I have on me right now.
Sorry, Nate, did you say something?
I'm just saying that we don't necessarily need an entire boat if it was just us. You can ride a log.
You
True,
can?
but I'd feel sad leaving the horses behind.
I don't.
That's
I
just because
do.
it's just because you somehow managed to anger the cobbler. Better
And
be
because
happy you're not some peaches.
And because you're all protecting him.
Well, yes. Why wouldn't we?
To my understanding, he's exploiting you. He's running a racketeering scheme.
He is an animal that is hungry, that likes apples.
So
Specifically
he
green
threatens
ones.
people to get apples?
I'm going to ask you, Gobs, are you, and please do be honest, are you afraid of the cobbler?
No. I want to show him what for.
Why?
Because he
Is he-
shouldn't do stuff like that to people when he don't
Gobs.
know that they can kill him.
Gobs, I need you to give us a deception or
Persuasion?
persuasion based off on whether you're actually afraid of the cobbler. And you can whisper it to the DM.
I have to roll.
Talah, you're so. Also, message me how Gobs actually feels about it.
Okay, give me a moment. Need to find you on Discord.
And I only rolled an 11 on that. I just have a bonus of 10.
Insightful druid.
I'm a people person. I know people. Apparently.
Right, but that specific question answer is what I'm looking for.
All right.
Is she actually afraid?
No.
Okay.
It's a horse.
Yeah.
She has killed
Still.
things larger than it. She is not afraid.
Yeah. So Talah, you're able to very easily see through the fact that Gobs is definitely not afraid of it, but you do also get the sense that Gobs feels borderline violated about the fact that this animal, this powerless animal, has threatened her friend. Because that's how Gobs is. Mess with her, it's a thing. Mess with her friends, and she will gut you.
Gotcha.
So that's what you get from how she reacts. Because that's not a normal reaction. Oh, the horse threatened my friend for an apple. I'll kill it. Oh, okay, easy. So she's definitely projecting some things.
Okay. Are we at the horses, by the way? At this
No, we're by
point?
the river.
Okay.
Well, I assumed you guys had the horses with you.
Oh.
When you guys went outside of town.
I mean, I assume we went to see what the riverboat options were and then went to go get horse.
Horse?
As a note, you would be able to find a keel boat that's big enough. But to purchase it, it is expensive. It is 3,000 gold for a keel boat.
Jesus.
Yeah, fuck that.
Even though I have the money, I don't want to spend it on that.
I don't have the money.
I don't want you to spend it on that.
Then I'd rather be horsing around. If you know what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Hansing around.
Oh. So,
Let's get the horses.
Right, we'll get the horses.
we should probably buy some more apples.
Hey, Gobs, would you feel more comfortable if I took the cobbler and you can ride Princess?
I'd rather we leave him here to rot and bring another.
That sounds
Did
like a
get
yes,
you here.
Talah.
All right. I don't know how that's going to work because the cobbler is smaller, but...
It'll be just fine. So
Fine.
you guys all mount your appropriate horses.
Before I mount the horse, right?
Mhm.
Where is it? 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 God damn it. There it is.
Okay.
Hello, cobbler.
Hello, victim.
So, here's the thing, right? I'm fine with giving you apples. You don't really have to threaten me for that. It's not gonna work either, but that's besides the point. Thing
Right,
is,
you see, I understand, but when I'm in character, it helps to have a motivation. Do you understand? Right?
yeah, sure. That
Right,
works.
and I was called the cobbler. Right, that's my name. That's my role.
Oh.
Right, so I cobble things.
Right. So you're an
Right.
actor.
Well, aren't we all acting through life, lady? None of us really show
Fair.
our true faces to everyone, do we?
So, do you have like a different character you could play, a more upbeat one?
I played a mime once.
Too much like a clown. Next one.
Yeah, and it was difficult because it's hard to do the hand motions when you don't have
Yeah,
hands. But
yeah.
I'm classically trained, So I
Oh,
was part of a
wow.
I was part of a traveling troupe. You see, I
That's
played
amazing.
King Henry IV's horse. That's
Really?
right. That's right. Yes. Yes.
That's a big part to play.
Won a golden horseshoe for it.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
No, it's not. I made that up. I don't even know what
Oh,
that is.
well, still,
Right,
I feel like you would actually get that.
I enjoy the cobbler because he's so menacing,
Mhm.
and it's fun to do the voice for the cobbler, and I get
Mm.
apples.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I would give you apples even if you weren't the cobbler.
Right, but
You're doing a great job. You're literally carrying us on your back
right,
to get
but,
from point A to point B, and that needs to be appreciated.
right. No, I get it, but I like being an artist. I just don't want to be a
Mhm.
starving artist. You
All
know.
right, right. So you weren't
So,
actually mad at my friend?
oh no, no, it's all a play, Lay. It's all a play.
Okay.
Just,
Is it
just,
okay if I tell her that?
yeah, yeah. She looks a little angry. Does she not understand we're just taking piss a little bit, huh?
Nah, I don't think so. Hey, Milla! Or Gobs, sorry. Gobs?
Is the little shit talking back to you?
No. He's an actor. So he was playing a part. And,
I
well,
see.
yeah.
Well, will you let him know that he was about to pay the part of glue?
Did you understand what she said?
No.
Probably for the best. Let's just keep it at she was very mad at you, because she didn't
Right.
understand you were playing a part.
Well, critics, right? You know, they
Right,
never
yeah.
understand. She looks like a very critical little girl, doesn't she?
I think it's
You
more
think she'd use
because
some of those
you
critiquing skills on that hair, right? Jeez.
Well, I think it was more because you kind of how to say it, blackmailed my other friend to giving you apples to not harm my little friend over there. Even
Right.
though that was a part, right? But
Right, because that's what the cobbler would do, right?
yeah, definitely.
He's ruthless and cunning, and
Yeah.
he needs his apples. Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think it was more just that that's a sensitive subject to her. Um, so
Oh, we should put a trigger warning on the act, huh?
yeah,
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 I don't know how to
probably.
write. That would be difficult.
Do you want me
Uh,
to do it?
I mean, you know, as an impromptu sidewalk actor, doesn't that kind of
Hmm.
give away the fact that it's an act?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that. You know, it shattered my consciousness on the whole thing.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry. I really
right,
didn't mean to.
right. It's okay. I'll just, you know, it's just, you know, make myself feel better by eating an apple.
No, of course not. You
Yeah.
can eat as many apples as you want.
Right. Do you have one?
Uh, I personally don't. Wait, Nate,
Oh.
do you still have some apples?
I was about to go out and buy a bunch.
You do have 2 or 3 left.
And so are the 2 and 3.
Thank you. See?
Yeah.
Apples.
I think 2 would be just right.
All right, you can have
Uh,
2.
and he eats the apples.
You know, you could shift around the role of the cobbler a bit.
Oh well, Theodore, he's terrible as a cobbler. We tried that once. Tried that once.
Uh,
He kept pooping on people. He misunderstood. He
no,
misunderstood
no.
the essence of the role.
Right.
Right.
But I meant more shift the role itself. Instead of this broody personality, maybe you could become a food critic who judges every cobbler that's ever been made.
Right. But I don't like critics. Right.
Exactly, so you can take the piss out of them.
They focus on the negativity. I like to see the positives.
And
Like I'm
your current
positive. I enjoyed
personality of
getting
the
an apple.
cobbler is positive?
No, but he's not. He's not a critic. You see.
Right.
The violence is just a means to the ends. Right. So there's a motivation
So-
there. It's still a positive, taking control of the situation, right?
So becoming less threatening would also be killing your role.
Right. How about I just eat apples?
That works.
All right, can I have that last one, please?
Of course.
How.
So my friend said he's going to grab quite a bit more, quite a bit more for the journey we're gonna make.
Oh yeah, where we going?
City of Gilgamesh.
Right, I don't know where that is.
We'll lead you. If it's
Hey.
okay that I travel with you, of course.
Will there be apples at this city?
I would think so, yes.
All right, no, I'd like to go there then.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Nice chat.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're all okay, right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You played a very convincing part.
Right, well, I'm not one of those method actors who has to go and, do the thing to take on the role. Like, I'm smart enough. I don't need to, live my life as a plow horse to understand that it would suck, right?
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
you were talking about apples in big city, of course.
Yeah.
Plus, it is a very big city. It's ripe for the pickings for an actor such as yourself.
All right, maybe I could get that role. I always wanted a Shakespeare's horse. Yeah, that'd be
I mean,
nice.
they could also try and find a theater to see if they have any roles for a horse.
Right. Like the play. Where I was the horse of King Henry VIII. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Wasn't
All
it
right.
Henry IV?
I can't count. I'm a horse.
Right. Lots of N's and U's.
I don't understand that.
Oh, the markings you make with your hoof that you then communicate.
Oh. It does kind of look like a U, doesn't it?
It really does.
Now he's just fascinated looking at his own hoof prints. He's kind of turning in circles looking at him.
I'm going to press my own hand into the ground next to his hoof print.
Oh, you poor thing. Your hooves are deformed.
Yeah.
Were you born that way?
Mine don't look like you anymore.
Oh, well, that's sad.
I mean, here's a good trick I can do, right? I can be a horse, and then my hoofs actually look like hoofs again. Though it's only temporary.
I wouldn't like to only temporarily be a horse.
Would you like to see me be a horse?
Would you be a girl horse?
I would believe so, yes. Why?
All right, and we're going to change the conversation as you continue to have the awkward conversation with the horse. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do?
What the world is happening over Cyntari's?
We'll leave the rest for theater of the mind for all of you weirdos out there.
And I was just warming up to the cobbler. Holy fuck!
Yeah, when we come back, Talah's going to be back in her Urk form and smoking a cigarette for some reason.
And the cobbler's gonna be shaken.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Everyone was weirded out when Nate was making horse noises. No one's weirded out by Talah making horse noises.
No,
Alright,
Let's
aren't
do
you,
it.
aren't you a kobold? Or not a kobold, but a
Kobold.
aren't you a kobold?
What?
No.
No. Remember, Gobs, you're the only person whose race changes every week. So, is there anything else anybody else is doing before you guys leave Hilbram?
Not actually
Helmbrum.
turning into a horse.
Good,
Thank God.
Actually, no.
because I do not have the sound files ready for that. Nope. Stop. Nope. No.
So
None of that.
Othokent would like to go over to the general store and buy an entire bottle of bleach and then just glug.
You succeed.
Yay.
Lathander's
Bring
like, look,
them
I don't
bitch."
condone it, but I understand.
I'll tell you if that scene had gone through, you wouldn't have to worry about role playing the cobbler much longer.
Nah,
Anyways, all right. So
Abraham draws a dagger.
just gonna
Some things
finish
need to
up
be done.
conversation.
don't worry, Pa. It's my horse. I'll do it. Anyways,
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
No.
Give it a lick.
I was going,
No, stop.
I was going Red Fern Grows on that one. You went
We're-
somewhere else.
we're about to attract a whole different audience that I'm not sure we want. So, all right. So I know Nate's gonna go get some apples. Is anybody else getting anything?
Depression.
Is anybody
I
else
ain't gonna
getting
get
anything
some.
from the store? You terrible people.
No.
Some arrows?
Yes, Gobx is going to get one thing.
Okay, what's Gob's going to go get at the store?
He's going to buy a pack of cigarettes.
They have them. You buy them. They don't talk, and they do not try to seduce you.
All right, what is the price for them? Because we never agreed on that.
They're 10 silver.
10 sil-
I
So
thought
one
we
gold.
That's
stopped.
so fucking cheap.
10 silver is 1 gold.
Yeah.
They won't
Yeah.
accept gold. They only want silvers for them. 10 silver.
They
Yeah.
get a gold
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, we don't accept coins larger than silver at this location.
Wow, I just fucked the tease.
Wait, really?
What?
What?
Hang
Wait
on
a second. We're not seducing anybody anymore. We just went over this.
No,
Is
no,
this
no,
an actual,
no.
Is this an actual thing, by the way?
No,
Fuck the
it's not.
tease.
They'll take a gold.
Okay.
No,
They
no,
take a gold.
jeez. Swear to God.
Out of curiosity, packages where you're from, do they have 10 or 20 in them? Just so I add the right amount.
I don't know.
We'll say 20.
I will take. Yes, we'll go with 20.
This episode is going to be called Innuendos Everywhere.
It's going to be called horsing around.
A horse is a horse, of course, and nobody can sleep with a horse, of course, unless, of course, that famous horse is Talah in a form. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So you guys
Only for
go,
3 hours.
yeah, you guys go get your stuff. You get back to the group. Nothing unusual has happened, and I assume we are now getting on top of our horses in the saddle and leaving. Is that correct?
Yes. Let's get going.
I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm done with you guys. I'm out.
Hey, does that mean end of session?
How dare you, Nexus?
I don't like the fact that sounds like you're
I'm trying to like not scream.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
not what
blame
it
you.
sounds like.
Hey, chat, I know it's
That's what
rough
she
right
said.
now, but please stick around until the end because there's something fun happening.
Plenty of glue to
Okay.
stick around for, guys. Come on.
Oh,
Well, some
geez.
people like it rough.
Anyways, so Nate, would you please give me a survival check for you to be able to follow the road properly to the city?
Guidance.
That's my thing.
I have it too.
You're just mad because I picked up druid cantrips.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
you have no problem. It's a road, Nate, and you are managed. If you'd rolled anything but a nat 1, you would have been fine. So yeah,
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible. So
Yeah, well, Otho's guidance would have been better.
it's about a 10-day total trip to the city. So you guys travel throughout the afternoon. You end up finding a nice place to camp down for the night. Nothing of note really happens the first couple days, but about 3 days into the trip, you start to see 3 figures coming down the road in your direction.
Oh God, is it one of them a cat?
No.
Oh.
We're not gonna see them again that quickly.
You don't know.
They could work
Yes, I
fast.
do.
We don't know.
Give me whoever would be up front. I want perception checks from you.
If Nate is up front,
Like-
I'm up front.
I'm likely right behind them.
Okay.
Othokent is the rear guard.
All right. So my 3 people that are up front, go ahead and give me perception checks, please.
Wow.
Okay, so Talah, I don't want to talk about what you're distracted by. Gobs, you're able to
I have
use
an idea why I'm distracted.
Okay, you go with that idea and keep it to yourself because I don't
No,
want to
I
know.
can actually tell you. I think it's more important.
No.
I'll message you.
No, go ahead, Nari. I trust you for some reason.
Well, it's something that Nexus and I talked about that happened to the notebook. So,
Okay,
that.
all right, yeah, you can send it to me then. So Gobs, actually, since Gobs has seen it and Nate's gonna see the first or the back two people, you see two heavily armored skeletal knights, and they are flanking. Oh, nope. That's the wrong. Nope.
Hello there.
Nope. Close that.
Um,
Ignore it.
I have closed it.
Yes, it's open on stream.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Stream.
close it on stream.
That's what you see.
What?
What
What?
do we see?
It's in City of Gilgamesh. Go back to roll 20.
I'm looking at City of Gilgamesh. What opened before was the picture of like an undead priest, and then he went all no, not that.
Oh no. Then I did show the right thing.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you
Oh.
open it again? Because I closed it.
It's in
Yeah.
the note things.
Okay.
The
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the way in the top.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Hot dog vendor.
Gideon.
Off.
look tool.
There. Did that pop up? No, it didn't. Why is it not working?
I see it.
Gideon off. The all know.
But yeah, that is walking straight at you guys, flanked by two skeletal knights.
What symbols is he holding?
You'd have to give me a religion check for that.
21.
Give me a second.
Yeah, I know.
All right, make another roll. He said a second.
Good
I'm
thing I'm-
so funny.
Good thing I'm not
Why
church
is
hammer
it
right now.
not doing what I'm telling it to do.
So this world had a different view on undead, right?
Yeah, we met one.
Yeah. So
Churchhammer was adorable.
Yeah. But he was very anti-undead.
I apparently cannot get it to pop up for the stream properly. Let me try this one more way.
You can throw it into the actual page like there or something.
Yeah, I don't want to though.
Fair, but I'm just saying that's a way you could do it.
That's the way.
You like it.
Well, I don't like horses.
There we go.
Definitely.
Crap. Oh well, stream will have to do without for now. But yeah, that's what you see. As far as symbols, you see, symbols of definitely the one-eyed god, if you know who I'm referring to. You also see official symbols of the I can't even talk.
Marbon?
Yes, thank you, Marbon. So he has lots of official symbols of Marbon on him as well.
Okay, I know of two one-eyed gods, and I'm assuming because he's undead that you're referring
It's that,
to.
yeah, you know which one.
That one.
I just don't want to say his name because they've been DCMAing people who even mention him because he got licensed out to a certain TV show, and it's
I
that
know.
TV show that's hitting it, and it's dumb.
So, what was the guy in the previous Gilgamesh campaign again?
That's Marbon.
Church of Jeff? What was it?
Oh, Joel? No. it is
Joel,
not-
that's
Oh.
it.
It is not
Hi,
related to the Church of Joel.
Lord,
That would have been amazing. Just
please take my hand in prayer.
I hope
we
the
can
Turkey
praise you.
Joel ceased to exist.
I hope we get to see them again and get to put them down again.
Well, the priest is now the guardian of the city itself.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
But yeah,
So, yeah.
What?
Hmm.
One-eyed god of death. Be careful. Don't trust them.
I mean, we're just gonna be riding past them, right?
Yes, who should say they're not to accost us and we have to defend ourselves? They are unpredictable in their goals.
Oh, I see Captain Software on stream.
Oh, that means we can capture this ghoul.
Yeah, you have an overlay of capture.
I'd like to throw my Ultra Ball at the ghoul.
Hey, Soundscream.
What?
We
Does
can
that
see
link
this.
I
Just copy link. Bring it up in browser.
oh well. I'm done messing with it. It's frustrating. I'll deal with it later. I'll figure it out.
Sure.
Anyways, but yeah, so he is walking with his staff down the road with the two skeletal knights on each side of him.
For a smooth journey, we should just avoid them.
I mean, sure.
There's no reason for us to get involved with him at this point, I believe.
All right, just ride casually.
Okay. As you guys are riding and you get closer, he does kind of stop and he raises his hand and goes, excuse me, kind travelers. Might I inquire a few questions with you, please?
Good day, sir. Sure?
I notice you are coming from the direction that I am headed, and I wish to ask, have you come from Hilmbrum?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. I also have noticed a large amount of smoke coming from that general direction. Has
Mm-hmm.
something happened in the city itself?
Oh, yes.
Aha. Now, I am been sent out to the city by my lord Marbon to investigate a how do you say treasure hunter who was hired by someone who is at odds with my master to find something. Do you happen to know if this incident in the city had something to do with this treasure hunter?
It is a possibility.
Be more specific.
Well, we weren't really in town when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We arrived after, but I think there was a treasure hunter going to the city.
Aha. What do you know of what was happened in the city, in Hilmbrum?
This treasure hunter was taken into custody, I think is the best word.
He pulls out a small piece of paper. Yes, my understanding is mayor of town was
Mhm.
attempting to
Marry her.
marry her. Why? But she was there for an item,
Mm-hmm.
but So why is city burn?
'Cause she got out.
Oh yes, my understanding is that she is moderately powerful wizard. So
Mhm.
she burned down?
Like I said, it's a possibility. We weren't really there, so it might have been someone else, or
Let's
people trying to
rephrase.
stop her, or
Let's rephrase. You were in town after town burn or
Yes.
before?
Yes. I
Okay.
think it burnt the
After.
night we got there. It was relatively fresh when we were there.
Mhm.
We helped
Excellent.
get people out.
Excellent. And I understand second hand source. What did people say happened?
Uh,
I
she got out. She was angry, and then shit
Sure.
went up in flames.
threw
That's a short
bunch of
version.
fireballs out and flipped people off, I believe.
I think that second part was the biggest part they were miffed about.
Flipping people off or the fireballs?
Not of flipping people off,
Oh yeah.
because
All right.
they didn't know what was going on.
So little mage girl not in the town anymore.
Not from what we could tell. I mean,
Is
could be.
Oh, and the mayor's dead.
Oh,
that
yeah,
that was
super
next
dead.
question. Strange, you seem to speak but try to obfuscate things. Is there a reason why you do not wish to talk to me?
I kind of tried to get the lady out of the hands of the bounty hunters in the first place, so I kind of feel
Oh.
responsible.
Unsuccessfully, but yeah.
Like I said, I
Oh.
kind of feel responsible.
And Gideon understands this. There is no harm, no foul, so to speak. I do not. My concern is if Girl was there, and
She was?
also if she completed her mission. But it sounds like that is up in the air. Is the phrase, I believe? Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
know she was there. I know she got out. I don't know if she got the thing though.
Literally wouldn't be able to tell you. We weren't there for that.
You know.
I was hoping maybe it would save trip.
Well, going there and going back is probably safe enough, but
No, he meant like save the trip so he didn't have to go.
oh, like
Little
that.
one, Little Green is much smarter than Big Green, it seems.
Yeah.
These old bones do not travel well at times.
Why would you add time? But no, we. If we knew, we'd tell you. We just weren't there for it.
Fair enough. I appreciate assistance. If you are going to city, stop by Grand Mausoleum and speak to secretary there. Tell her Bishop Gideon Lugdul authorized minor payment for assistance. Yes?
Oh, I thank you, sir.
And he turns to and you can see them now. These are just literally like half decomposed corpses wearing suits. Yes, guards, let us proceed. Seems we must go all the way to town to investigate if contract was fulfilled or not. Couple things I want people to do. I want Arcana check from Abraham. I want Nate. I need like your spellcaster check for you to sense stuff. I think that's really it. Othokent, I'll let you do a religion check.
Yeah.
Lies of omission, the best ones.
I mean, do we actually know if they completed their mission? I don't
Jeez.
think.
Wow!
Nate.
Ooh, holy.
No, but we know that Nissa got her out, and I am literally keeping that out of the whole story.
My sheet's being a bit slow. Give me a sec.
So Nate's nostrils expand.
So Nate, one of the things you can feel coming from this, the staff he's carrying and a necklace that's on him, you feel a deep connection to the Shadowfell coming from them. You notice there's a very dull metal that's incorporated in both of them that's the same, and that particular metal doesn't seem to reflect light at all. Just so you know that. Abraham, this is obviously a lich. The fact that he's commanding two what seems to be greater skeletons is a bit worrying. He's probably a stronger spellcaster than you. You can tell that. For Othokent, the staff he's carrying, you recognize it because it is a very specific relic of the. We're going to say it's actually a relic of Marbon himself. It's something he used to use, but he's moved on to some stronger things and handed it down. He is holding an item in his hand that's called the Staff of the Grave King. It's a very potent spell focus, and it can also be used to amplify necrotic damage. So this guy, he's not like, oh no, it's the most terrible thing I've ever seen. It's one of those like, hey, if we did end up engaging this dude with the stuff he's wearing, the iconography that he's wearing, and what you can piece together with your other checks, it's like, ooh, this guy's pretty strong. It's
We
like
shouldn't.
yeah, it wouldn't be the best idea to fight this guy, but he's not like so stupidly powerful you stand no chance. It's just like you guys, it would be you'd be hard pressed to take him out.
I heard someone say it would be a bad idea.
Yes,
So anyway, I
it
started
would not be
shooting.
the best of ideas.
So anyway, I
It would
started
be a
class.
bad idea.
All right,
I do
so
have a question.
yes,
Out of character. Shadowfell material.
mm-hmm.
We needed
Soul
that,
steel.
right?
Soul
Yeah,
Steel.
that's Soul Steel.
Yeah, Soul Steel. Yeah. Did we know where to find it?
Marbon.
Marbon, this guy's boss.
Okay.
You can probably ask about it.
I couldn't remember at this point. Yeah. And,
Maybe not directly his
And-
boss, but within the realm of his influence.
So as he's turning around, Nate does want to ask him 2 questions.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Sir Gideon. Can I ask you something?
Yes, of course. Only
So,
fair you answered my questions.
We know some people in Helmbrim. So my concern is, of course, and I'm sorry if I offend you by asking, but I hope you mean no harm to the citizens over there in your investigation.
No. My only objective is to ascertain if my master's enemy has procured the item he sent little mage girl to go get, so that we can react appropriately. So I will probably go in, find corpse of Mayor, Ray's Mayor, as either, I haven't decided, ghost, zombie, probably ghost. He may not have mouth, so ghost would be the way to go. And rend his soul until the answers I seek are given to me. Yes? So you can
That sounds
determine if that
grim.
feels like harm.
Well, given what we heard about the mayor, I think he had it coming.
Excellent. Perhaps there will be little to no resistance in the town. It has been long since I have raised a village, I believe is the term. And it's, 2 or 3 is exciting, and then it's just extra work.
It loses its magic.
The thrill is gone.
And my second question, I can't help but notice a certain material you're carrying. What would you be able to tell me where we can procure some of it?
Anybody
The-
who is watching him can give me an insight check with disadvantage.
Including me?
Yes, if you think you would be trying to read his face.
Yes. Nice. Gobs.
Okay, so I will say, Gobs, you have a lot of experience being at deals and watching for things to shift. There's a shift. That question has put him on the defensive. Talah, you would notice this as well. Some of his
Jesus.
friendly demeanor, he's trying to hide it, but his demeanor shifts a little bit, and you can see him starting to grip the staff a little bit harder. Pardon. When you say materials, what is it you are asking about specifically?
We are just trying to gather some various materials, and a part of what you're wearing, holding, resonated with me. What was it called again? Soul
Steel.
Steel, yeah.
And what would you use soul steel for?
Gobs just says nothing, watches it happen.
Yeah. What should I possibly add here?
That his shift in tone and demeanor and defensive is a warning sign that we should be careful in the questioning.
I imagine Gauss was already kind of in the front.
Well, I'm not certain how much I can say. Mr. Grissom,
Before you say
what can you
that,
say?
before you say that, when you say I don't know how much I can say,
Hmm.
let me make sure this does. You potentially will need to do.
Wisdom
What's
save.
the rules on this?
He's
He's
gonna
casting
start digging.
If he's going to cast a spell, Abraham has written in chat that he's been prepared to cast this counter spell if the priest does try anything.
And if it's not a spell, I'm ready to jump in front of Nate.
Across the
Okay,
horse.
so he is about to cast a spell.
I don't care what it is, it's not happening.
That's fine. What spell slot were you using for counterspell?
Third. It's highest
Third?
I have.
Third, okay. You need to roll a spell casting ability check. Your DC is 15 that you have to beat.
You can do it.
Where is the
Come
button
on.
to do that on? Is it on the spell page?
Yeah,
Attack bonus. You have to go back to the main page.
just do a melee spell attack. Same thing.
Okay.
Okay, you effectively counterspell him, and he goes, "Who are you?"
Somebody who does not want you to cast spells on his friends.
Well, you're asking about things to which you have no business asking. Soul Steel is ours, and ours alone. If you seek to acquire it, then mayhaps I must prevent said acquirement.
Well, we're not going to just take it. We would ask for it.
You cannot have it. No one
Okay.
can.
Could we talk to your master about it?
No. In fact, I think he would be most interested in knowing what you need it for, though.
So we can talk to him?
No, you can talk to him through me. What
How
do
does-
you want Soul Steel for?
This is taking on a very sinister and aggressive tone from him.
Yes, it is. It's meant to.
Very, very.
I believe we do not trust your intentions.
Your trust is not needed.
No, it's required. And I
Not-
stare at him in a way that tells him, if he's able to read human emotions anymore on people's faces, that there is no argument there.
It is only required as long as you draw breath. However, I can resolve that situation very quickly.
Preferably not.
Then I asked one last time before I asked the captain and his friend here to do something about it.
Abraham's getting very agitated, and he's either prepared to do something or say something.
What do you, for what reason do you seek soul steel?
To stop Carrie.
I know not this carry.
What was this
He's
fucking
very
notes?
dangerous.
Pull up my list. My notes.
Little orc girl, you understand. Marban defeated Veiltor,
Mm-hmm.
most powerful dragon, in an instant. My master does not need soul steel to do this.
Methalcarian.
I know not this name, Nefelcarian.
Then you should learn it.
Could you
Perhaps
ask your master about it?
Ask him about this, because you are outside your league if you do not know that name.
Captain, kill them all, save corpse of old one.
Vortex warp.
Okay, I'll let you get that off, but that'll happen before initiative.
God, why?
All right. Put yourselves on the left-hand side of the road around this area, if you could. You
I'm
can see
sorry,
my pings.
guys.
Do you see my pings? In your appropriate positions, please.
I think it's more because we didn't really have a way to talk back there.
Facing the right or facing the left?
I think there's a lot of opportunities for other people to speak up before Abraham snapped off.
I would be right next to
Well,
me.
the big thing is that the gnome specifically told you you don't want to bring up those names in the wrong company. So it was the asking of Soul Steel that immediately triggered him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't do that.
Yep.
No, Nate did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gobs had the warning signs and said nothing.
I
Well,
have the warning signs too.
Well, how could Gobs have said something without letting them know, like, hey?
Hey, maybe we should
Nate is still
run.
naive.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that Nate did anything wrong. I'm just saying there's some
He's
missed
saying
opportunities
Gobs
for the rest.
specifically did.
Gob specifically failed to deflect his friend's stupidity to prevent him from getting into trouble because she was too curious to see what kind of havoc was going to happen.
How? What would that say
Jeez.
about me
I
then?
still need to know what way are we facing, right or left?
I was.
Right. You're facing
Thank you.
right. I'm about to get the bad guys back on there. I keep forgetting they moved this stuff, and I don't like it.
Could probably
yeah, then
move.
there would
Green.
be the same to say about Talah then. Even though I was in conversation, I didn't really try and well, I did try and kind of diffuse the situation a little bit, but I failed.
Are those fresh initiatives, or do I need to clear it? I need to clear it, don't I?
You need to clear it because we don't see it.
Let me see no initiative.
That's old.
Okay.
Yes.
I can't hit buttons right to save my life today. Nope, he's not dead. Well, I mean, he is dead, but he's not re-dead.
Not great.
Turn. Ba, 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 bum.
Ooh. Terrible initiative.
Is Otho here?
I don't think he's back yet.
No, it's water closet time for him. He's still in the bathroom.
Ah, right.
Yeah, the whole thing happened and escalated without him being here. He's gonna come back. What are we doing? We're fighting
Yeah.
a lich. You're doing what?
He's just
Save
going,
it for when he's
fuck's
back
sakes.
here.
I'll
Save
bet
it for when
money
he's
He's
that
back.
5 minutes.
I'll bet money that that is exactly what is going to happen.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the rolls did not help you guys.
Okay,
Let's-
so
let's-
that's where you would be. Yeah, Abe would be a little bit like a step back.
All right.
I was literally talking
Honestly,
to the lich, so
Nate would
you
have
be
been
more
in
forward than
front.
that? Yeah.
Nate would have been in front, but I was ready to step in front of you. So yeah, kind
Yeah,
of want to be next to you, but I can't because then I will be on the grass, and I think I have to be on the
You're on
road.
a horse.
You're on a horse. You
Don't we have to be on the road, or can I be here?
I will say you guys dismounted whenever you were having the conversation.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
so you
Where are
don't
the horses?
They're off back over here somewhere safe. I'm not
Okay.
gonna mess with your horses.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
I am building a relationship. Okay, I don't
Yep.
need that. to be
Building a
ruined.
don't
I'm
use
sure
the
you
R
are.
word around what happened last time.
We need to
So-
get Talah away from the horses.
you were doing vortex, correct?
Yes, he was.
Abraham
so
was
many
doing his-
14s and 13s. What the fuck?
Hey, Abraham.
Yes, I was sitting down and almost fell over.
Well, don't do that. You were doing vortex.
Yes, I
Okay.
have a very specific goal in mind.
All right. What level is that spell?
2.
He is going to counterspell it.
Bullshit.
Seriously, what the hell is this initiative? Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 13, 4. And
I
now
rolled a
Otho.
3.
So that happens.
now
I
Otho
burned
comes
the
in.
spell slot,
Yep,
and
he burns his.
he burns his, and we're now on to regular initiative. And it's
Yeah.
just going to be like, kind of like, I counterspelled him, he counterspelled me. All right, I see how it is.
Yeah. The good news is though is that you counterspell when your counterspell killed one of his 2 5th level slots.
Mm-hmm.
So
Huh.
yeah, you came out ahead in that trade.
Mm-hmm.
I am not sure about that, but okay.
Yeah, no. What I just learned from that is he has 5th level spells. That means 4th and 3rd level as well. Just, oh no.
He has very specific ones. He doesn't have a full assortment.
He probably has, just like me, has to prepare them.
Well, I built him as a creature, not as a player. So it's and I had I used a template for it. So he's got very specific spells. Like, yes, he's got a certain number of 4th level spells, but there's only 2 spells he can cast with those. Same with level 3s and 2s, and so on and so forth.
I do not really have spells prepared for combat.
Does, however, have a couple special abilities, which are gonna be just the best.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
What do I
I've-
turn into? Do I turn into something? I don't know.
Why do I see a battle map?
We're fighting a lich.
There he is. Hi.
Hey,
Fucking
hey,
Holden.
hey, Othokent.
Yeah.
Do you remember last week when the goblin said the gnome said don't mention certain things in certain quarters?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Nate mentioned it.
like bringing up something like say soul steel to the apprentice of Marbon is probably not the best idea.
Uh,
Yeah, we're
Nate
talking to a
asked about
lich
it.
who's walked up and saying, "Oh, hey, by the way, Mr. Lich, seeing how you're undead and associated with people who have control over this metal, do
And
you
he's
know if we can
taking
get some? Can we like work out a deal, get
Okay,
some?"
Don't give him a hard time. He was playing in
I
character.
know.
Nate wouldn't know better.
I'm
and
not
his
giving
ra-
anybody a hard time.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm ribbing everybody, and if anybody wants to say, "Hey, back off," just say, "Hey, back off."
Hey,
You're a ribbit.
you're
ribbit.
great.
Hey, I'm awesome.
All
Oh my god, I
So,
called it!
what the
I
hell?
called it!
Come on, Otho. It's you and me in the back.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I am
John,
more
look at the
reactive,
initiative.
I did.
Look at the initiative order.
I did successfully counterspell a 5th level slot out of him, so we got a
Oh,
positive.
thank God for that.
Yeah, because that would have been really unfun for you guys. I would have
Oh
had a blast
man,
with
Nexus, you were before I could do it. God dang it. I was doing the same thing. I'm just gonna post mine as well. There you go. Screw
it.
it.
All right.
Well, I didn't want to make Soundscream resort the turn order, you know?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
but you guys were in
Thing,
the same.
thing is, I was like, watch Otho roll a 4, and then you did it. So,
Well, yeah, when I roll the lowest, I go to the bottom, so you didn't have
wait,
to reorder.
that also means you're getting predictable because we predicted your reaction to whatever the hell is happening right now.
Anyways,
Yeah.
15 is the top of the
Othokent
initiative
and
order.
Abraham.
Yes,
come
I'm
from the
about to do
bottom.
it. So, all right, cool. I had to get their stats up in front of me. All right,
Okay.
so Skeleton Captain 1. Where's this move speed? Okay. Doop, doop, doop,
I'm
doo.
sorry.
He's going to dash
Okay.
forward and get in your face and be all like, ooh, I'm a spoopy skeleton guy. And the second one is going to do the exact same thing. He's going to sprint up into Gobs' face and be a spoopy skeleton guy. Gobs, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, give me just a moment. That seems like a bad idea. And also, yeah, I think we are just going to. What's concentration? Fuck that. Yeah, we're just going to, as a bonus action, use Hexblade's Curse on the thing in front of me.
Okay.
Just linking what it does. It takes a bit of bonus damage equal to my proficiency bonus. It's a bonus action to use.
Mhm.
And following that, I'm going to be attacking it with the arm, which is no
Okay.
longer the Whispering Arm Blade. Now it's just the Arm Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Just remove that name, and it will be one attack, not with advantage. My bad. Still 24.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Which actually crits because of Hexblade's Curse, which caused me to crit on a 19.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to code that in, so it'll be that amount plus an additional D8.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, that's the additional. And we are also stacking a single charge of Fury of the Small on top of it. I presume it is larger than me.
Yeah, it's medium.
Yeah. So that is 6, 7, 8, 13, plus my proficiency bonus from Hexblade's Curse. So that's 16 plus proficiency bonus from Fury of the Small. That is 19 damage in one hit.
All right.
And following that, we are attacking once more.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Yeah, that. Why does it say? Oh wait, did I? That's the previous attack was not a crit. I read it wrong. My bad. That was not a crit. Remove the 7 damage.
Okay.
But it is 6 damage plus 3 from the curse. So that is 9 damage. That was the whole attack.
Okay.
And I have no more actions or anything to do.
Okay. All right, so you did it between the two attacks. You did how much damage?
That
15?
was 6, 12, 15, 18, 21 in total.
Okay. Okay.
If they have no resistances, I'll just add the full attacks up to you if you would prefer.
These guys do not have resistances.
All right. Also, the arm blade does count as magical, in case that matters.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. That is my
All
turn.
right. Awesome. So yeah, you put the curse on, and then you flick out with 2 stabs with the arm. Both of them definitely do damage. But it is standing. You know, it's starting to lose some of its cohesiveness, but it is still standing.
Yeah.
Nate, it is your turn.
Yep. Casting protection from evil and good on Talah.
Okay.
Against undead. Woo.
All right, so that's your action. Do you have a bonus action or movement you would like to take advantage of?
Can I disengage as a bonus action, or is that
I don't think you can. Rogues can.
that's a rogue thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Goblins can
goblin
do
thing.
it too.
And monks. If they have
Yeah.
step of the wind.
Well, then I can't really do much. I don't have any bonus action cantrips or abilities. I guess that's that.
All right, and so you're just going to stay right there? Just confirming.
Yes. I don't really want to trigger any attacks.
All right, it is his turn. Let's see. I need Othokent, Abraham, so it's 1,
Counterspell.
2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll get it in a second. So if the counterspell does not work, it's going to be Othokent, Talah, Nate, and Abraham will need to do a Constitution saving throw. But go ahead and give me your check for counterspell.
Oh wow!
All right.
Abraham is not having any of it.
Show that
I
fucking
said no.
show that fucking walking soup stock who's the boss.
That is the end of his turn as you counterspell a 5th level blindness he was trying to do.
Oh.
I see you.
Oh god.
Interesting, old man. Interesting.
You are outside your league, like I said a moment ago. And that'll be free action, whatever.
Awesome. Talah, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm actually doubting whether I'm gonna do this. It's really dumb. It can get us into big trouble. Talah's gonna put her hands up. And then basically just yell at the priest. Carrie wants to rebuild Gilgamesh and do bad things, and he needs the stuff, and we're trying to rebuild him to prevent that evil.
Hey, I will let you yell that as a free action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? I will also let you insight check him with disadvantage as a free action.
Oh, watch my insight be really bad now. Yep, there we go.
He doesn't seem to care. Whatever it is you just said.
Mm,
He might not even believe you, and like the truth will peel out of your soul.
You know,
right.
Murder, death, kill.
Well, in that case, you know, might as well.
Yeah, it might as well.
okay.
You know.
All right. So you're going to cast Bark Skin on yourself. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else you'd like to do?
Well, wild shaping is an action, so I can't do that. No.
All right. Abraham, it is your turn.
Fireball.
The idea is funny, but I need that slot for
Actually,
counterspell.
before you cast that, he is
I'm not.
going. He is before you do anything.
Hmm.
Talah's turn ends. He's going to take a legendary action.
Oh, yeah,
God,
fine, sure, sure.
fucking.
Yeah, Lich.
Yep.
More like bitch.
Where is it?
Is it Fear Gaze?
No.
I yelled a really.
He points his finger at you, Abraham, and just says,
Cast
"Join
Fireball.
me in death."
Oh no.
Counterspell? No, I already used it.
You already used it, and
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
What is it?
You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
No. No.
You do not succeed.
I know I don't.
I need advanced dice roller for this one.
Bye, Abe.
It's fine. I already have my
No.
next character planned. Soundscream will not like it.
You take 43 points of necrotic damage.
-1.
So 0.
Okay. You're at -1.
Or 0, I guess. One of my first saves.
So
Is this where? So, what rulings do we use on initiative ties? Because if I recall correctly, we get to decide who goes first, me or Abe.
well, he's dead. So
No, he's unconscious.
well, no, he's dead. He got hit with
Finger of death.
Not only does he immediately drop to the ground dead, his corpse begins to shamble and move and stand up.
No.
No.
Okay.
Othokent, it's your turn.
I. Well, I guess I'll go with my original plan then. And I'll cast Bless on my now 3 allies. Cause I can't cure death.
Yep.
Bonus action, but I don't have bonus action spells I can use. I'm just gonna move over so I can try and deal with and make sure Abraham doesn't go to my allies and hit them in the back. And that's my turn.
All right. Technically, it's now the end of Abraham's turn. Abraham, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God.
Okay. All right. Skeletal Captain's turn. It is going to... Which one is this? It's
The
one in
bottom
front of Gobs. It's going to try to hit Gobs. Boop, boop, boom. I do believe that hits. So that would be a 22.
Going to cast shield.
So it does not hit.
No.
Okay. And it misses completely with its second attack. Awesome. The one in front of Talah is also going to take its 2 attacks on Talah.
Nope.
Does a 16 hit?
16 is now my AC
So if
because
it
of
meets-
Barkskin.
If it meets, it beats.
Mm-mm.
You take 5 points of damage as it hits you with the sword.
Okay.
And then its second swing bounces off your bark skin. Gobs, it is your turn.
All right.
Did you remember protection from evil?
Uh,
I
No.
don't think it
Disadvantage
was
on all
mentioned.
rolls.
Oh,
so
No.
first one bounces off. Second one.
second one also bounces off, so you took no damage
Okay.
as it's having trouble even looking at you to hit you. There you go. Awesome. Gobs, it's your turn.
Going to switch the. No, actually, I'm just going to attack. Just attack.
Okay.
The curse is still on it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can I just? Oh, I do have the curse. There we go. Could have just toggled that.
Hey, I got a random ass question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the wormling's response to my death?
That's a good question.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Lily, no!
Need a wormling token.
What about Roscoe?
Well, one Roscoe
Cool.
does not exist anymore.
No!
The other Roscoe is suddenly probably in the trees in fear. And the mind is also, well, probably just a part of the book. Gone. Gone.
Nari, would you be kind enough to token stamp that quickly for me?
Sure.
Appreciate it. But Gobs, what would you like to do?
I am in the middle of attacking, and it's a 26.
Oh, yes, that hits.
Wow.
All
Yeah,
right,
you and
second
me
attack
both,
at 20.
Max.
Hold on. So you did 10 damage on the first hit?
Yep.
Okay. Second attack hits.
For 15. So a total
Nice.
of 25.
It
On these-
crumbles, and
Alright.
the bones turn to ash, and it is gone.
All right, I have movement.
Mm-hmm.
I have exactly 30 feet. So
Mhm.
going there. I have my bonus action, but I don't think I have anything useful I can use it for. And that
Goblin
thing.
dash.
Oh yeah, but that reminds me. I could also have gotten healing from killing the thing, but I have taken no damage, so it doesn't matter. And goblins don't get to dash, I believe. No, I get to disengage or hide, so that
Yep.
is no good. I'll just stay where I am there. And the bonus action I have will not be used for anything right now. So that is the end of my turn.
Sin, you should have a wormling token there that you can control.
Yes, I can.
Okay. It'll go on your initiative. I didn't delete you from initiative, so.
That is the wrong button. Jesus Christ.
All right. Anything else, Gobs?
Nope, that's my turn.
Nate, it's your turn, sir. So just to be clear, you see the one to the left that having trouble hitting. You saw Gobs destroy the one in front of you and take off towards the undead guy, and you did see the undead guy point his finger and heard Abraham crumple and start racing from the dead as a zombie. So you're well aware of everything that's happened.
Well, Nate screams. This is all his fault.
No!
And he's gonna run off. So this guy gets to do anything if he can.
He cannot. For a very specific reason.
And I'm just checking my abilities here just to be entirely sure of the direction. Yeah. Okay. So on this mark, not the damage. Damn it. Hunter's mark on this guy.
You're going to mark him? Okay.
Yeah. And then he's going to shoot.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
That second one, though?
Second one definitely hits. 15.
And
18.
where is it?
Undead are your favorite foes?
No, it's something you can toggle.
Oh.
Yeah, favorite foe. He just calls upon a favorite foe at that moment. They changed favorite foe to
He's
be
like,
very
that's my
generalistic.
favorite foe now. I like that
Okay.
foe.
It's how Rangers work.
So 18, 22. Okay, thank you.
He points to someone and goes, "That guy."
Fuck
That's
yeah.
the guy
him.
that I would really, he would be my favorite foe to hurt right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of all my foes I have, right now he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, very
Yep.
firm strike. The arrow actually goes through his rib cage and kind of pokes out the other side.
So it hits nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's stuck in his chest cavity.
Oh, okay.
So tip just barely comes out the other side.
Through the bone.
Gideon, undo what you just did.
9.
He's German. That's why.
Oh, wow.
Now we know.
Look, just I couldn't because I knew I was going to give him a German accent. I was like, he's got cloud kill. That feels wrong.
Wow.
Oh.
I have a solution for your problems. It is, might be said, the last one you'll ever need.
You could call it final even.
Mm.
That's we're horrible people.
You are
or at least
very
I am.
dirty. Go take shower.
Alright.
You're Dutch. You don't get to speak.
What?
Anything?
That's his turn.
Jeez. Anything else you'd like to do, Nate?
No.
I'm not German. I'm Dutch.
Abraham.
Roll another will save.
No.
Didn't think so.
I want you to roll a strength, attack on Othokent.
Oh,
So Otho, the corpse of Abraham desperately claws at you, and then you can see the light of undeath leave his eyes, and the body crumples again. By the rules for this specific character, if you become one of his zombies through Finger of Death, it only lasts for one turn. And that was the one turn he had him do, was try to attack Othokent. Now it's his turn. Now what
No,
are you?
no.
What?
Lily's turn.
No.
No,
It's
that's
Gideon's
that's
turn.
on
Oh, Gideon
you.
His
took over.
turn.
I
He
thought, okay.
had control of you.
I
and
thought you
that was
were
the
still
action he
rolling.
had.
I still thought you were still rolling Abe into his own turn. Sorry.
No, not
Apologize.
for that.
Apologize.
No, I got you. It's all good. Lydia, Gideon, what do we want to do now? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do because that would be fun.
Would it?
Step up here. Little one, I am hurt. Perhaps you can help heal these wounds.
Oh,
You need to
no.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw, right? Coming
Mhm.
right up.
Remember, you are blessed.
I'll add 1d4. A total of 22.
22.
So not 20, 12. 12. It is 12.
I was like, you're gonna have to explain that math to me, all right? I realize I'm American, but I'm not that dumb. All right.
Well, you see.
I mean, you take his bonus of +2 and my guidance of 2, that's 22.
And you filter it through metric, then you send it back through imperial, then back into Japanese and translate it back into English.
So-
and it's like donkey, 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 donkey.
Feel my wrath, donkey, 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 donkey.
No
Alright,
attack
James.
required for it?
No,
Okay.
no attack is required for it. You take 24 points of necrotic damage, and
Yep.
this reduces your maximum hit points by 24. And you can see the wound on him close a little bit. Not all the way.
I'll not be reducing the max for now, but I will be keeping it in a sheet. So just if you look at my sheet and you're like, why haven't
Yeah.
you reduced it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because
So that will move him back up to that. All right. Oh, as a note, he smells awful. Just to be clear on
Like
that.
patchouli
I mean, he's
and
dead.
chai. It's awful.
Yeah, it's just awkward.
When he speaks, it smells like Pabst. It's weird.
All right. Talah, it is your turn.
Yeah, like Nate, she is going to scream, and she is actually gonna run at to Abraham. So again, attack of opportunities if that's there.
Yep,
Go for it.
he can only get an attack of opportunity on the person he last attacked.
Which was me.
And he misses horribly. 'Cause he
Beautiful.
was very slow and still
So-
having trouble hitting you.
Talah's going to drop down, grab Abe by the shoulders first. You know, you have to wake up, Abe, wake up, and then
Okay.
I know
you,
it's probably waiting.
You
No,
can
it doesn't
tell
work.
he's not just unconscious; he is dead.
Yeah. So I know this doesn't work. Talah doesn't know it doesn't work. So I'm gonna do it anyway. Healing word.
I will let that be up to you if you think that's a panic reaction on her part. Like level-headed Talah knows it wouldn't work.
That is definitely a panic reaction. Just trying to get him to wake up,
Perfectly
and that if that doesn't work, she's gonna start CPR. Even though she doesn't know it will work, she's gonna. It's just full panic mode,
Okay.
and that is what she does. Just keep yelling, Abe, wake up, please.
Sin, were you able to find the stats on that particular type of wormling? Or do I need to find it for you?
I believe I was able to find it at one point.
Here, I'll find it. Give me a second.
I got it right here.
Will you link me which ones you're seeing? I want to make sure it's the same ones I looked at.
That's the general information.
Here, I'll send you the ones I've got.
Oh, it's just the fact that I have to keep fighting my add-ons to get websites to work. That is the one I'm looking at, yes.
Okay.
It's just the website was fighting me. I couldn't link it real quick. Okay. So it's going to be angry and do the thing it knows that hurts the most, and it's going to jump out, and Lily's going to do her breath charge, desiccating breath. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know if it's going to work or not. This is just her reaction to being angry.
Now, I do want you to put your mindset in her point of view, though. She does like everybody else, so she would be mindful about.
Oh yeah, she's going to move first. But I'm just saying, like, she's choosing this attack not based upon any knowledge about undead and their ability to resist her damage.
Mhm.
So if this does not work, that's not really a part of her thought process. She's just like, this is what I know that hurts the most. This is how I unleash my anger.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got to move. Where is the... There it is. She's going to flap, run. And if you let me, that's just going to be
I'd give her 45.
kind of like that. And she's just going to angle it at him. Even if it has to be like that, just fire it at him. Point blank.
I'd say move her one up.
Yes,
One more up.
like that.
Yeah. So that because she
runs
as
up and
crazy
she
as
comes...
Anti-Gobs is, she still doesn't want Anti-Gobs to get hurt.
Well, yeah, as I'm saying, like, if only she has the movement to do an angled shot, she would do an angled shot.
Yeah.
She would still miss Gobs. She would just do what she has
I think
to.
that's less than 45, isn't it?
I'm
pretty sure.
That is 40.
Yeah, she would have met with her half hop. Yeah. So yeah, so Gobs,
she
you see,
runs up and comes into a slide, digging her claws in to come to a hard stop, sideways, perpendicular to you, facing him, and just unleashes a cone. Is it a cone? Or a line?
I'm looking. Yeah, 15-foot cone.
It's a cone, so it blasts right past.
Yeah,
cone. It'll like literally
it'll
go
stop right
by
before
him.
it gets Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see the lich in front of you get completely engulfed in that cone. You see all the grass in front of Lily and all of that area just completely wither and die. And as the gas fades, then Lich just turns and goes, "Interesting little pet you have. She could be of good use to my master." And he has no effects from the necrotic damage.
Figured as much. Again,
Yep.
She's reacting. She's playing her character.
Othokent, it is your turn.
So, with pure fury and anger in his eyes, he's going to look over at this bag of goddamn bones, and he is going to say, "I am going to eat and chew all your bones into small little shards and defecate you over a cliff."
Jeez.
I am going to move. I am going to use my action to dash. And I am going to use my lizard folk special ability, Hungry Jaws.
Nice. Yes.
Okay, that does hit.
You are also flanking.
Well, I can roll again to see if I get the crit. I do not.
Oh.
Okay, so you do 5 damage to him.
And I gain 3 temporary hit points.
He tastes awful.
I don't care.
I'm just making sure you're aware he tastes awful.
Well, does it taste awful to lizard folk specifically?
Well, yeah, because he's dried out and nasty. So you take a big chunk out of his side, and it part of his rib cage and everything, and it's actually bad enough that you do gain the temporary hit points, but you go ahead and spit out as it just shreds into dust. But you can see that hollow chest cavity, all the shriveled, dried organs inside of his chest and everything. He does not look too happy. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that was all my actions.
"Kill the lizard!" he yells. And this guy's going to come up, and he's going to try to hit the Othokent. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Does a 7 hit?
Definitely not.
He did a really bad job.
You should have gotten better skeletons, you freak.
Gobs. It is your turn.
Yeah. Gobx is going to cast a spell.
Okay.
And she's not sure how she's doing it, but she's casting Branding Smite, which is one of the Hexblade spells, so it's one of the spells specifically from the arm blade.
Mm-hmm. So the runes start glowing greatly as you go to hit. Yep.
And it's radiant damage if that matters. So, first of all, the arm blade's first attack.
That hits.
That is the normal damage. I'm also adding in a Fury of the Small for an additional 3 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm just adding the number there so it's easier. And 2d6 points of radiant. So that is 13, 16.
Yeah. So you can stop counting.
26.
So when this blow hits and that pop of the radiant damage is detonating inside of its chest, it detonates and all of the undead flesh just evaporates. And the staff he's carrying and some of his other accoutrements just drop to the ground in its place as he has been destroyed by our dearest little gobs. Also, this skeleton dissolves as well. Go ahead.
I have a question. Normally, this requires it to be specifically a humanoid. But I want to ask if this thing would do anything in this case.
It would not, for a very specific reason.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine he has a phylactery that's split
protecting
too.
him.
Yeah, I would wanted to ask if this would prevent it from escaping to that.
No.
Okay,
it would not.
Yeah, I mean, I know
it's not a humanoid; it's an undead.
Yeah,
it's different.
Also that. That's why I said it probably doesn't work because undead. But I wanted to see if it would do anything.
But yeah, so let me say this, just so you can see in a real quick look. You are going to see laying on the cloak. So number one, there's a cloak. So it's his staff is there. There's 2 rings that are laying there. His cloak and his amulet is there, and his pouch with all of his reagents are there.
I'm gonna grab his pouch.
Okay. Are you looking for something specific in his reagent pouch?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I need revival materials.
Okay.
Any gigantic diamonds in there?
Currently, in our party loot, have 2 diamonds worth 50 gold pieces each.
That's not enough.
So
300.
give me a D100 roll.
Oh God.
I meant to ask high or low before. Let's redo this. Nate, high or low?
Oh God, no.
Hi.
High. Abraham, give me a D100 roll.
Fuck.
Now, I want you to know I'm not fluffing this whatsoever. He's a priest of the undead and necromancy, and part of his duties is having materials for revivication. And there's an 80% chance that he would have them. If you rolled a 20 or higher, I was going to say he had 1.
No.
If you rolled a
Oh my
or
God.
higher,
I barely slipped in with a 21.
There are 300 gold worth of diamonds in his reagent pouch.
Fuck you, Soundscream.
No, it makes sense. 20% chance that I rolled in a 20.
No, I just mean.
All right.
I don't care about the rest of his shit. I'm going over and dressing Abraham.
Yeah, so Talah hasn't stopped
So-
her panicky CPR. She's banging his chest and all.
So you go and you cast Revivify. This gives Abraham a chance to come back. So here's what we're going to do.
Everybody come around and give me motivation.
It is-
Talah's
it
giving
is-
you
hold
plenty
on.
of motivation.
Hold on. here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask each one of you if you're doing something to help, if your thoughts are going towards it, anything you think you can do to help it. And when you tell me that, I'm going to ask Abraham to message me on Discord whether that would help encourage Abraham to be willing to return. Because this isn't so much a does the magic work or not work, it's does Abraham want to come back?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So on a revivify, I normally wouldn't do this, but because he was undead for a minute,
Yeah.
for 6 seconds, I want to go ahead and do this. So
It
we're
makes
gonna-
sense. I mean, you don't have anger from me. I'm rolling
yeah.
with it.
So starting with Othokent, you're the one that's casting the spell, so you would be the first one interacting with this.
Hmm.
Is there a specific thought or action? What's going through your mind or your intent as you bring him back? What's the thought that goes through Othokent?
The thought is that there's no way in hell I'm letting one of my oldest standing companions die to some high-end hoity-toity skeleton. Especially when Abraham is the much superior wizard, so I'm willing to pour every single ounce of magic I have into this, and I'm even willing to sacrifice limbs to pull him back if that's what I need.
So
Now we know
Abraham,
how
when that
Nate lives.
magic first reaches out, as your soul is traversing to where it's traversing, it is not headed to a different realm. That's the initial feeling you get. How does... Oh, you messaged me already. Good. All right. Let's go with Talah. Is
She
Talah
has,
just... Like, I know what you're physically doing. What's going through Talah's mind as she's trying to help him?
I need you. I need you. Come back. I need you. Just on repeat.
Why do you need him? What is the driving force inside you that says, this person is needed in my life?
He's able to rein her back when she loses control. He's proven that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nate. As you stand over next to your friend Abraham.
I'm not ranking them, I'm just telling him that it would help and then the reason why, or that it wouldn't help and the reason why. I'm not ranking them.
Mm-hmm.
But just so you know, Talah, you're at the bottom.
Obviously.
Way at the bottom. No.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Nate?
Selfish reason. Of course I'm at the bottom.
What's going through your mind?
Well, he just his mind is storming, and he can't believe that his naivety and idiocy just got Mr. Grissom killed. He's finding it hard to live with himself right now, and just really like he needs Mr. Grissom to come back, Abraham to come back and berate him, give him some snark. He needs to set us straight. We need him to lead us, to guide us, because we are clearly just fumbling. I don't know what more to say.
It's enough. I'm typing my response.
Currently, Nate is just riddled with guilt. This is his fault.
Okay. All right. And last but not least, Gobs.
I don't want, before that ellipsis there, I want you to realize that those few words there are actually mean a lot before the rest of that sentence, okay?
Yeah.
Those first few words before the ellipsis actually should be weighted heavily.
Yeah.
Next.
Give me a moment. I'm just getting the words in line for this.
Mm.
All right. Please don't leave me yet. Not you two. Not already. I'm not ready for you to go. If you go, all I'll be doing is hunting down that bastard and killing him however many times it takes. I'll scour the ends of the earth to find a way to bring you back. And I don't know how deep I'll go to find it, but I will find a way. Just please don't go.
Excellent. So, between Abe's innate stubbornness, the four of you who surround him, plus the angry, infantile almost love of Lily, Abraham, you do not have to make a roll to come back if you believe it is what Abraham would want to do. The DC was lowered below the maximum, or below the minimum. So, does Abraham accept the hand of light of Lathander, extended from your dear friend Othokent to come back to life?
Immediately gets a tight embrace from Talah.
Abraham, one thing to know. We were doing, if you remember, we're doing each time you're brought up from unconscious, you get a stack of exhaustion.
There it is. I have a tracker for it.
Coming
One
back
stack.
from death, you have 9 stacks of exhaustion.
Understood.
So
Tracker's
it will
up.
take time to wear them off because you died.
The tracker, if you see on my character sheet, is underneath long rest above my list of abilities.
I trust you and believe you.
So are
Yeah,
we going with the same? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, the -1 for each stack of exhaustion.
Well, I was asking if we're going off the same logic as in Fortune and Glory, where lesser restoration can remove 1 stack of exhaustion, or...
Oh yeah, because there was no way to cure exhaustion except for greater restoration. That's like the only spell.
a
That
long
removes one.
Yeah, a long rest takes 1 off as well.
Yeah.
So
Does
I
lesser.
was just wondering if you could take the edge off.
yeah, I'll say yes. I'll say yes. I don't see a reason against it.
Can that
It's
happen
a huge
several
spell
times a
slot.
day?
I mean, for your rules, the way you stack on exhaustion points, lesser restoration being an entire spell slot was a 3rd level spell slot, 2nd level spell
Second
slot.
level.
Yeah.
Being wasted just to remove 1, I think that's fairly reasonable, dude.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Can we do that multiple times a day?
You can burn as many spell slots as you want for it.
Great, I'm
I
burning
am
3.
burning 2.
Okay, jeez. So you get 5 of them back.
And I need to heal his ass.
Yep, because you do have 1 hit point. So you have 4 exhaustion points.
And you have a
and 1
Talah
hit
around your
point.
neck.
And Nate is sitting on the ground behind you, sobbing.
Who is?
Nate is.
Nate is.
I'm going to try to peel Talah off so Otho can do his.
Oh no, you're not.
Like I'm going to do it like this. Talah, I know you're happy. Just let Otho work so it doesn't happen again. Just let him work.
You're getting healed.
As she's trying to pull you just away so he can work. He's not trying to pull you away. Just let the doctor work.
So I'm
It
gonna
will
use
take
my
a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my healer's kit first. I'm going to use 2 first level spell slots to use some cure wounds. Well, I rolled terribly.
And she's not like pulling hard. She's
25,
trying
that's-
to gently pull you away.
25 is enough to like get him over half.
Yeah.
Well, he
And
gave you
you're-
35. And then there's another 6.
Oh, from the healer's kit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're overhealing him?
Hey,
Good,
How
good,
many hit
please.
points
I
do
just
you
need
have?
to rest.
You're just
Talah.
shoving food in his mouth. Eat the soup. Eat it.
It's
You need it for
Skyrim.
your
It's
strength.
Skyrim rules. Instead of shoving cheese wheels into my face. No, I don't need 50 cheese wheels.
In goes Roscoe.
Wait, no.
You will eat the cheese.
All right, so Abraham, you've been healed. You've got a very anxious dragon wormling next to a very anxious Talah, next to a very anxious Gobs, next to a very you get the drift.
And a decently okay Otho.
So for right now, there's a lot of things that can be addressed, but Abraham's ability to address all of it is limited. So he's going to focus on resting. He's going to try to prevent.
I do
people from-
also want to know, as you start to move, your chest hurts. You have bruises from Talah's aggressive CPR she was doing to your corpse.
Sure.
Just so you know.
Yeah. I just need to rest, please. Oh, please. No, don't touch me too much. Ow. Ooh. He's going to kind of curl up and lay down a little bit.
So sorry, friend. It's you actually died for a second there.
It feels like it. Oh. I feel like I've been strained through somebody's bowels.
You did more than just die.
I think you're one of the first men I've ever heard of that's been alive, then undead, dead, and alive again.
I'll make sure to write about it in my memoirs. And he's just gonna casually pass out.
Does he still have that youthful thing he got from Dragon, or is that gone now and he's back to
No.
old man?
No, it's still there.
Okay.
All right. Talah, I'm sure he appreciates the hug, but he is kind of bruised.
Nah, she's let go after Gob's
Alright.
comment.
Alright.
Just took a little bit before she
And
did.
So,
And
But
she
she
was not
has.
trying to like pull you away harshly. It was just gently like,
Mm.
no, let him work.
Yeah.
so even though it is early, I suggest we set up camp for now. Could the three of you organize his things? Then I'll start setting up the tents and get a bed for Abraham.
Are we still in initiative? Oh, I'm
No.
passed out.
You're the last one.
He was the
Also,
first one out.
Also, the guy just crumbled.
Take his shit. Oh, I'm still asleep.
Abraham would wake up enough to say, "Grab the magical stuff," and fast back out.
Basically,
I want
no,
his staff. Give it to me.
It's the least he owes me. Old man, shaky hand.
You
So-
drag him past his body and just reaches out and grabs it, and you just keep dragging him. It comes with him.
Okay, so you're going to gather up. So again, just to be clear on what you find over there, there is the staff. There are 2 rings.
Let me,
And-
let me add it in the party in the group loot. Actually, give me a moment. I'm
Sure.
in the group loot now, and I'm adding it at the bottom. No one else add, please. 1 staff.
2 rings.
Rings?
rings, a cloak, his robe. Well, his robe and hat are there, but they're not.
They're
special.
religious.
They're religious, not special.
Yeah.
The cloak, you can tell by looking at these. So like the cloak and one of the rings absorb light around them. There's something about them, right? And his amulet. So
And one.
the armor that the knights were wearing and his religious uniform, nothing seems special about them whatsoever. I assume you're going to pick those up and move them off the road as well.
Yeah, I'm at.
Yes.
What I'd recommend is just that we grab the rope, wrap everything up in it, and then just take it as a bundle like that. Because we have
Okay.
no way of knowing what any of this does.
Sure, that's a good call. All right, so you guys are able to settle down. It was midday when this happened, which was also super helpful, and you'll understand why when you identify some of those things. But yeah, you guys are able to settle down in camp. Abraham, you nap for like probably 2 hours or so before you're woken up by a snoring baby dragon who has, while you've been asleep, has curled her way up under your arm. But she's
Lily.
also spiky and snoring, and it wakes you up.
You shift a little bit. You got my clothes. Oh, you're warm. Oh, goodness.
You're going to see that Gobs is like within 15 feet of you.
So yeah, you see him moving, and he's trying to adjust his clothes and his position. And Lily, as weakly as his condition allows him to, and his gentleness prevents him from moving the dragon too much. So he's doing that gently
Talah has
before he
taken
settles
her
back
just a
into
bit.
sleep. If there's any urges to go pee or drink some water,
I will say,
make it up.
as you roll over on the magical staff that has been set next to you,
I got my back. Ooh,
and
spiky.
you can determine whether seeing that plus the robe laying there with other magical items on it would be enough to get his attention.
The staff is what would my question's about. Does it look that guy's imagery?
No, the staff is more Marbon's. All of these materials
Okay.
are all Marbon or Soul Steel.
Oh God, Otho.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I wouldn't actually do that.
Gobs.
I
Yes.
can do this. For a second there, I just had a comedic moment in my head. It's like Otho's like got the lantern lit. It's like, all right, gather around. This is how you do it properly. Get the oil, and then you lube it up.
Lord.
And so if it doesn't have any of that stuff on there, it's like, what's this? He's gonna do the. We're gonna play like a drugged up person on a like they received too much
Nightmare
morphine.
Before Christmas.
No, like a too much morphine kind of thing. Like he's just kind of like seeing things. Ooh, what's this? A staff. Where does this come
Indeed.
from?
It was his.
Who's there? Ooh, probably
Gideon.
special. He's like staring at it, like blinking heavily.
I believe his name is Gideon. We're going to murder him in sight. So
Mm,
long last name, very annoying.
I mean, we just
Giddy,
did
giddy.
murder him, so.
Giggles, giddy boy.
He's gonna come back.
Ooh,
We're gonna kill
he's
him again.
he's like fading, like phasing in and out, trying to catch. It's like this staff. It's nice wood. Ooh, it's pretty. Grain work is nice.
Well,
Hey,
it's not
Drew.
wood.
It's not. Ooh. Blinks heavily.
Yeah, it's wrought with gold, silver, and Soul Steel.
Wait, is it wood wrought with that stuff, or is it metal with
The
workings of
core the core of it is Soul Steel, with gold and silver inlaid around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It shifts and moves. It's like grain work, and he kind of goes cross-eyed looking at it. It's hard to look at for too long. Ooh. He lays back down.
Yeah, lay down. Just relax. We'll take a look at it later.
Hey,
We are going.
Miss Milla, are you okay? That man hurt you?
I'm all right. I'll be fine. Just
Oh, it's good.
rest.
Okay, that's good. Hi, guys. I feel tired now. Hmm.
That makes sense.
And pillow.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to do for the rest of the day and into the morning as we let Abraham recover and rest?
Well,
Yes.
even though he should be fine, Othokent is going to keep it under observation, considering he's never brought a guy back from the dead before.
Okay. Talah, what were you going to do?
I want to talk to Pip.
Okay.
So I don't know whether he's sitting next to me or whether I have to walk over, but
He's sitting outside of camp,
Carving toothpicks.
yeah.
A whole
Then
box of
Talah
them.
is.
basically just carving pieces of wood into nothing.
Yeah.
He started with whole branches and just.
Yeah. Just entire tree trunks. Talah's gonna move over to him. Pip, can we talk?
Yes.
When you have my notebook, did you read any of it?
On accident. Yes. It was kind of hard to miss. I wanted to pick out the last few pages so I didn't interrupt the middle of the book.
Right.
And lo and behold, it was kind of hard to ignore. I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you hadn't, I would have told you right now. I was gonna keep it from you for as long as I could, but with what happened to Abe today,
Yeah.
I
I
can't
don't
lose
know.
you.
Nate just freezes at that comment. Right. Right. Yes. I understand.
And I know I'm being selfish when I say that, but I don't know what I would do if you weren't around.
Well, I know you do fine.
I'm not so sure.
No, you will.
Well, according to what
And
I've
you
seen,
would still have everyone else. But yeah, I'll try my best.
I don't really know what to do with what I've seen, what I've felt because of it. I
I, yeah, I don't know.
and apparently it's my fault. I
What do you mean it's your fault? Just because you weren't there?
I should have been there. not just running
You-
off to find some kind of plant again, leaving you behind.
It was important. You had your reasons, I'm sure.
I should have been there for you. For you and your family. For my family. For the people
Well,
in
you
our
normally
town,
are.
I wasn't there to protect everyone. Anyone.
You can't always be there. At the very least, we got a small look at a possible future. Then unfortunately looks more and more real the more we get to know. I think that's also why I got so angry when I saw Atis. I don't know.
I was ready to kill him. Not make any of that happen.
I'm sad to hear that, but I'm glad you didn't.
What if
I
something
wouldn't have
like that
let you
happens
either way,
again?
but well, I mean, for now, we have some information. We can try and prepare ourselves and not let things happen. I'm still not sure how I lost my limbs, but yeah, at the very least, that's why I couldn't join you.
I just. Every time I close my eyes, that text is just there. Like it's burned into my brain. Nathaniel Pippin, the best son, hero of the Battle of Gilgamesh, savior of the world, most beloved friend, slayer of the heart of winter.
Nate starts crying. I didn't need to hear that.
And
I'm sorry.
I can't unsee that.
Then let's work on making it not true.
Yeah, let's please keep that from happening.
Yep. Nate is gonna move over and give Talah a big hug.
Yeah, if you thought she embraced Abe very tightly,
Yeah, give us a strength saving throw. See if she breaks a rib.
do I roll that? Does he roll that?
He rolls it. Hey, she doesn't break your ribs. But
Yay!
you do have to put effort in to expand the ribs to breathe.
Yeah, you're gonna do fine. And I'm gonna be around to make sure of that.
Jesus, holding.
Awesome. So you guys continue to have your moment until things have quieted down and everybody decides to kind of creep back into their own beds. Appropriate people stay up for the evenings at their different appointed times to do watch. Othokent, I have a feeling you're going to stay awake all night watching Abraham. Am I wrong in that?
I am definitely not going to sleep. You are correct about that.
All right, make sure to mark off a point of exhaustion or mark a point of exhaustion.
I will.
The next morning, you guys wake up. Abraham, you're still tired from the experience, but less tired. You can take off another point of exhaustion. And per a conversation I had on the side, one of the first things Abraham will do in the morning is now he's going to sit down and ritually cast identify on everything.
Of course he is.
I have sent him all of this information, but I will go ahead and read it off to you. Sen, if you post this, could you please do the one edit for me?
I will do one edit of it. Get out of the group notes, group loot.
All right,
I
so
just saved my last edit to them. So
This-
please refresh them.
the staff is called the Staff of the Grave King. It is a spell focus. It gives the user a +2 bonus to spell attack rolls. Once per day, you can use the staff to empower a necromancy spell. That spell will then deal maximum damage if it requires a spell attack roll, or inflicts maximum hit point damage reduction if it requires a saving throw. And that does require attunement. One of the rings has a dark pulsating gem on it and is made of just normal metals. This is the Ring of Undying Servitude. You can use an action to command any undead within 60 feet that can see or hear you. The undead must succeed on a DC 17 wisdom saving throw or follow your commands for 1 hour. That requires attunement. The other ring is a soul steel ring, and it is called the Ring of Dark Resilience. You gain resistance to necrotic damage, and once per day, as a reaction to taking damage, you can emanate a dark aura that imposes disadvantage on attack rolls made against you for 1 minute. And then the cloak is a tattered black cloak that seems to absorb light around it. It's called the Cloak of Shadows. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space that you can see that is also in dim light or darkness. He could not use that because you were on the middle of a dirt road with no shadows for him to step to. And then the last one is the amulet, which is, and the cloak does not require attunement. The amulet does. It is a soul steel amulet with a black gem. You can use an action to cast Soul Bind as the spell on a creature within 30 feet. The creature has to must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, or its soul is bound to the amulet when they die. So those are the fun things he has.
Check
So-
if he's in there.
No,
The
there's no
amulet is
spells.
currently empty. Yep.
I've already checked
Okay.
on that. Okay, so after identifying all of that, just to mechanically take care of this, like Milla,
Yeah.
this asshole had a little interesting thing that lets you go through shadows or dim light. Why don't you go ahead and wear this? Every time you take a rest, you'll be able to jump through to other place within roughly 30 steps from you. 30 feet. Or, well,
30 feet.
15? Yeah, 30 feet. Well, 15 strides.
Sure. then.
Yeah. My gift to you from that asshole.
Right.
I'm going to take the staff,
Okay.
the ring, and the amulet.
Which ring?
The Undying Servitude.
Okay. All right, and you're going to take the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all three of those require attunement.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
Now, the
make-
Ring of Dark Resilience, I don't know who would best benefit. I'm thinking about giving it to Otho just to make him sturdier. Now, I need you to correct that Ring of Dark Resilience with an aura radius. Can you tell me how big that aura is?
No, it's anybody that's making
Oh, attack
an
rolls
attack.
against him.
Yeah, an attack roll against him. So it doesn't matter whether it doesn't matter. Range doesn't matter.
Okay.
So it's not just melee attacks. It's any type of an attack roll would be.
So if somebody's like a mile away shooting a laser at him,
disadvantage to hit him. Yep.
Okay. Otho,
Yeah.
I want you to have that one.
Woo.
I'm keeping the other ones because I don't trust anybody with the ability to control undead and capture souls. And there's literally
Also,
nobody else that
one
can
thing I
use
do
this
want to
staff.
change because I just read it. I want the ring of undying servitude. Let's make that once per short rest.
Oh, there's no limit on it.
Yeah, I just realized it doesn't have a limit on it. Like, nah, and I made this item, so I can change it. Let's make that once. Let's make it once per long rest, actually.
Which
Just
one
to
are
play
we
it safe.
looking at here? Oh, there, the Ring of Undying. Oh, yeah.
So can I ask a question pertaining to the
Stephen.
Ring of Dark Resilience?
Uh-huh.
So, with the resistance to necrotic damage,
Mm-hmm.
if I deal necrotic damage to myself, can I bypass it? Because life transference requires I deal necrotic damage to myself to heal other people.
If that's the case, I'll just give it to.
I mean, in all other cases, it's
give me a moment.
My
I believe-
Talah being sturdier would be nice.
So when the life transference happens, how's it work? You roll X.
I'm gonna leak this
it's
spell. Give me
a
sec.
non-issue. It's a non-issue, people. Life transfer specifically say you take 48 necrotic damage, which can't be reduced in any way.
You can't reduce it in any way. Like
No,
literally, the
fair
spell
enough.
says you can't do shit with it.
I'm
Yeah.
just making. Great.
Sorry,
Sure.
No problem then.
Sorry for raising my voice, but I wanted to stop the discussion.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine. You pulled an American. You cut us off. Perfect.
That's fine. So and now that you guys have settled that, you guys are all packed up and getting ready to head to continue your journey. I do believe this will be a good stopping point for this week. Next week we will pick up with that. But for now, I do believe that's the end, folks, and we'll see you next time.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Did none of you notice
Bye.
roll 20?
I did.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That was about to be very sad.
just put an X over one head.
Just like X's in the eyes.
No, I would have been very quickly going, Nari, make me one without Abe. I'll put it in PowerPoint and make a fade transition.
Done.
You guys,
Oh, no.
I was imagining that you guys are about to go on a quest to Gilgamesh to find a way to resurrect Abe.
Oh,
And
yes.
for the time period, I was planning on playing a barbarian side character that was joining the group. That was going to be very easy for Soundscream to take over once Abe was back. And that was my plan. That was literally what I was going to do.
Yeah,
But look at Abe. He's just a happy
Goodbye,
fellow.
stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye,
Awesome.
stream.
Thanks, stream. Have a good one,
Bye.
everybody. Thanks for joining us. Check out the webpage, like, follow, upvote, updates, all that stuff. Have a good one.
Peace.